Hello and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. My name's Jocelyn and today I have got a what I'm bringing on my vacation video. I'm leaving on my honeymoon in a week, so I'm kind of figuring out what I'm gonna bring with me and thought, why don't I show you? It might seem a little excessive. I am gonna be gone for 2 weeks, so I'm just like, what am I gonna need for 2 weeks? I've compiled all of my products that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring with me. I think it's a good amount. It's again probably excessive, but I love makeup and I don't want to be without something that I think I'm gonna want while I'm gone. So I'm gonna go through my usual makeup routine and show you what these things are that I'm gonna be bringing with me. The first thing I want to show you is the containers that I'm gonna be storing these things in while I'm gone. The first is by Morphe. This is the brush carrying case, the faux snakeskin case. You open it up, it's a little dirty in there, but this is what it looks like. It's really cool. This was suggested by Jacqueline Hill, so I picked it up. Well, I didn't pick it up, I got it gifted to me last Christmas, and it works really good for transporting your makeup brushes, as well as like mascaras or lipsticks or longer, thinner items work really well in here, because normally not all of my makeup brushes fill up this entire space, so there's some extra room in there for some of those other things. So I will be using this while I'm gone. The other thing I have is this kind of, this square-like carrying case. This is by Bare Minerals. I got this a while ago. They had some kit thing that I got in the mail, and this came with it, and it works really well just because of the shape. And again, this powder in here, it transports my makeup really well, and so I bring this. Normally it fits just about everything except sometimes my palettes, which then I have to carry elsewhere in my bag, but I love this little carrying case. Yes, hello, sir?
I was waiting.
Are you leaving?
No, I'm just going right down the stairs. Will you do me a favor though? At the end,
Oh, yeah, Alex just had to come in and interrupt me. You weren't gonna close that door all the way?
no.
Okay, now on to the actual makeup. So the first thing I do when I do my makeup in the beginning of the day is eyeshadow primer. So I will be bringing my Urban Decay eyeshadow priming potion with me. So eyeshadow palettes, normally I put eyeshadow on my face next, and this was probably the most challenging part of packing for my vacation, and I'm pretty sure I know what palettes I'm gonna bring. I am gonna bring my Chocolate Bar palette. This is a very trusted palette. Every time I use it, I love the look that I get out of it. This is what the inside looks like, even though you probably already know what it looks like. It's a really good palette. It smells delicious, and like I said, I frequently love all the looks that I get from that palette, but I wanted something else, so I did put together my own little palette, my own little Z palette, and these are the shadows that I chose in here. These two up in this corner over here are Anastasia shadows. The rest are Makeup Geek shadows. I wanted a little bit of color, I wanted a little bit more transition shades, and some really good fiery colors, so I have these two down here. I think this is Flamethrower, and this is Cinderella, maybe? No, Cosmopolitan. So these two, and then this shade right here is beautiful. This is Typhoon. Again, these are all by Makeup Geek aside from these two up in the corner. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring this and the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I do have another week to make my final decision, and I think I'm on the fence about bringing the Sweet Peach palette. I've been playing around with this a lot lately. I do really love the shades, and you can create a lot of neutral, natural looks in here, as well as some smoky looks. So I may or may not bring this one, but the other two I'm pretty confident I will be bringing. Next, I normally put eyeliner on. I do have two eyeliner pins right here. The first is Kat Von D. This is an old love for me. This one I find works really well on carving out my wing, because the felt tip liner just can create that really sharp wing. And then the Stila waterproof liquid eyeliner works really good on filling in the rest of my eyeliner. It is blacker, I find, and it stays longer. I like to use this one, again, the Kat Von D, for carving out my wing, and then this one for the rest of my eyeliner. Next, if we move on to the rest of the face, I am bringing one foundation primer. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I really like this for underneath heavier foundations, and I am bringing one heavy foundation, so I'll show you that in a second. But I'm gonna bring this one. I also find, especially with traveling, sometimes my skin can go kind of out of control, so I think this is gonna be really helpful for me. Moving on to foundations, the first one I'm gonna bring is the Fenty Beauty foundation. I am in the shade 170. I freaking love this foundation. It has recently become one of my favorites. I love the finish that it gives on my skin. I love the staying power. I love this foundation. I love the packaging. If you haven't tried this, I would definitely suggest it. It's not the most matte. It's more of a, well, I think it's described as a soft matte, which I would agree with. It fades really nicely on the skin. My oils do come through just a little bit, but it adds a really nice kind of natural, healthy glow to my skin, which I love. The other foundation I'm bringing with me, I know this is not cruelty free, but I'm trying to use it up. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I've had this for a really long time, and I purchased it before I moved to cruelty free makeup, so I kind of want to get my use out of it. And also, so we're going to Disneyland on our honeymoon. That's what I'm doing in 2 weeks, if I didn't say that already. I'm going to Disneyland, Universal Studios, and then San Diego, and I wanted something for the days when I know I'm going to be sweating a lot, and maybe I just want that extra coverage, that extra staying power, because this really does last so long on the skin and hold its kind of matte finish all day. And I really do love this, which is unfortunate because this brand is not cruelty free, but I will be bringing this and hopefully get some good use out of it so that I can use it up, because again, I don't like having it in my collection because it's not from a cruelty free brand. All right, I am at this point in time only bringing one concealer. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Concealer. Okay, I have mine in the shade Light Natural. I love this concealer. I don't find that it's heavy, I don't find that it's cakey, but it covers really well, and it covers underneath my eyes really well. I'm wearing it today, so this is what I'm bringing in terms of concealer. To set my foundation, I always set my foundation and my under eyes. I am bringing my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I think that's how you say that. I recently got this as well as that concealer in the VIP sale recently, like a month ago or so, and I've been using it and I love it, so I am bringing this with me. Moving on to more face powders. The first thing I am bringing is my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is what this looks like. I've had this for quite a while, so I want to get some use out of it. This is the only bronzer that I'm bringing. I am also bringing this little thing by Tarte. This is their Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle Double Duty Beauty kind of palette. This is a contour and highlight palette. This is what it looks like. It smells really good. It's beautiful. I love this highlight. It's a very natural highlight, and then this contour just looks really good on my skin, so I'm going to be bringing this, and it's also got a really nice mirror in there. I am bringing another highlight. This is the Wet n Wild highlight. I love this. It creates a really beautiful highlight on the skin, and it's a little heavier than that Tarte one, and I just decided it's thin, it's easy to travel with. I'll go ahead and just throw it in. For blush, I am bringing this bad boy right here. This is the new Holiday Collection Tarte Blush Palette. It's huge. Actually, it's really, it's big, but it's also compact and easy to travel with. It has 8 blushes and 2 highlights, so I'm definitely not gonna need to bring any other blushes. I know I am bringing some more highlights, but like, let's be honest, can you bring too many highlights? Probably, but not today. So I'm bringing this. I'm very excited about it. Next, moving on to the eyes, or moving back to the eyes, I am bringing a mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's an old favorite. I'm bringing that. For eyebrows, I am bringing this Anastasia pomade in the shade Taupe. I use this every day. It's got quite the dent in it because I literally use it every single day, so I'm bringing it to use. The final face thing that besides lips, which I've got a few of those, I'm bringing the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. I think I'm gonna need this because I'm gonna be walking around all day in the heat in Disneyland, so I'm gonna need something to keep my makeup in place all day, so hopefully this does the job. So lips. Okay, I have, I think, quite a few lips. I guess you can tell me. I've got a couple things from Bite Beauty. The first is this matte cream stick in the shade Brandy. So let me show you what this looks like. So that's what that looks like right here. It's a really good deep color, which I think it could look really pretty in the park some days if I'm wanting to be a little extra festive. The other Bite lipstick that I have is in the shade Pastel or Pastelli. I'm not sure 100% how to say that. You can kind of see the difference right there. It's much more of a mauve-y color. The next lip product that I am bringing is by ColourPop. This is their blotted lipstick in the shade Deja Vu. I love this because it creates, well, for one, it's not heavy heavy on the lips. It fades really nice, but also provides just a wash of color. Okay, the swatch on this is not prime, but that's kind of the color that you get from this blotted lip. Again, this is swiped quite a few times, but you can put it on lightly over the lips. I'm bringing this for the days when I just want something light and easy to put on, easy to touch up, but will provide me a little bit of coverage. The next three things are liquid lipsticks. The first is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Androgyny. I'm sure you probably have seen this before. That is what that shade looks like right here. I love this because it stays really nicely on the skin, but it's also just a beautiful shade to have on the lips. The next liquid lipstick that I'm bringing is by ColourPop. It's one of their Ultra Satin lips in the shade Frickin' Frack. Now these almost look the same. They're both a little bit dark, but the ColourPop one is much orangier. So you can see the ColourPop shade right there. It's much orangier than Androgyny, which is much more of a mauve purple tone. Finally, the last liquid lipstick that I have is by Stila. This is in the shade Patina, and now that I'm thinking about it, this might look a little too close. Well, it's definitely different. This is more of a pinky, maybe with a hint of orange. So this is that Stila shade right here. So you can see these are fairly different. So I'm bringing all three of them. The last thing that I am planning on bringing is a lip gloss by Too Faced. This is their lip injection in the shade Spice Girl. I actually recently got this and I really, really like it. It does provide a little bit of sting on the lips, but that's because it's working, because it's plumping them. And I'm gonna bring this for the days when I want something just a little bit more natural looking, but also plumps up my lips a little bit because I like the effect that it gives them. And that is everything that I'm planning on bringing on my honeymoon, on my vacation down to Disneyland, San Diego, and Universal Studios. Alex and I actually just created a channel of our own. I'm not sure at this point what it's going to be called, but we just filmed our intro video, so I'm gonna link that down below if it's up by the time this goes up. We're very excited about it. We're actually planning on doing some vlogging while we're there, so we'll have some videos up of that, and there's lots of challenge videos and stuff like that that I'm really excited to film with him. So don't forget to check that out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and to just see more videos from me, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I think that's everything, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!